What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition. Oh, happy Turkey Day, Turkey season, whichever time you're looking at this. I had saw De La Soul at a track with Nas on their new project, so we got Run It Back. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Trying to finish off strong for this year. It's been good. It's been good. Hey, you got plenty of backlog stuff you can check out throughout the year I have done. But let's go ahead and get into this. Produced by Super Dave West and De La Soul. Run It Back.
Yo, 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 yo! Report, report, everyone report in! That's right, it's magic! It's magic like the three! But yo, don't ever get it misconstrued when you see us coming through with them Dayglow colors. Lyrically, we run it all day. So if you throw it towards us, we gonna run it back!
Long Island, Long Island. It's the birth of a team here to clean up the turf, and the worth of the dream is to change the regime and the lean that we lay with the words that we spray, with the way that we teach y'all to act. Run it back with the poems, with the dice, and the songs that we slice with the plate, earn the weight and the height, and the forms with the price. With the men, never mice when we on the device of the mic. Never that. Run it back. Put my rap on.
Before they get into this, man, I was seeing the way that it was gonna, actually dive into the beat, and this beat is hard. I was looking at the visualizer because the album cover looks like super fire, super fire. And it's interesting because what made me even want to look at this was I had seen a clip of De La Soul talking about like how they got Nas on the track, and pretty much it was like they wanted him for something else. And he did a verse for it, which I'm all like, man, where's that verse gonna end up at? But there was like a particular thing that each of the rappers had to mention, and Nas was just like rapping, and so they ended up, having them get this, and it was perfect. So that's why I'm just all like, yo. And then I hear like Nas like apparently passing the torch on here and stuff like that, and yeah, let me break it, let me run it back just a little bit.
The height and the forms with the price, with the men, never mice when we on the device of the mic. Never that. Put my rap on the line and the math of the signs that we make be the cake that we stack on my grind. I'm a one of a kind and the one from the vine of the grape where you heard I'm the cap. Man, it's the thing that we hang around our neck like a chain. It's the piece of the pain. At the least, it's the lane that my flow travel down, and the sound be the rock cocaine to the brain on the track. Overdue with the new, and you beg for the brew that we stirred, and we heard that you don't have a clue how it's made. It's the boom to the bat, like the full and the paid that pariah. Hey, yo, my nigga, run it back. We're the sons of the beat, and we stay on our toes with our feet exposed to the con, to the creek, cause our ears in the street and our minds in the stars. Man, y'all know who we are, Tux Pack.
Run it back. That's what I'm talking about. Nassau and Suffolk County, we up in here. But we gonna take it on over to Queens. To my brothers in the bridge, who's about
they about to get it. It's cool because it's just all like there's a timelessness of hip hop. Despite certain narratives that have been, put out there, there's been really dope hip hop dropping. There's been really dope artists that are new, and the OGs in the game that have been putting out really dope works. And it's interesting. It's interesting because both De La Soul and Nas have been in the game for a minute. We're talking about like pioneers up in this joint. And so that's why it brings another layer when listening to this and listening to the lyrics of how like, it's pretty much like this track of, you know, of preserving hip hop, its roots, even just the way that they're flowing with the with the ding and the dun and the ding and like and having that to be very, very intentional. It's really dope. It's really dope. It's like they're able to, put their stamp. It's them. You know what I mean? So I think we got Nas.
run it back.
Nigga Nas right there. Hey, yo. They go jungle right there.
Hey yo, everybody get back. Everybody look out. Look at the guard. Let the guard through. Let my brother through.
Unsmackable, half of you laughable. You won't be photographable if I have to run through half of your crew. I'm only trying to get smarter, like 5%ers in Parliament, Harlem, rep the bottom. Run it back, not the bottom like the bottle of snake wine with a snake still in it. We sip and see if it takes time to fill it. I'm speaking the building, ghetto tenements, the militants, no suburbia privileges. Run it back, from the rap, it's no wonder that 3's the magic number, add me to that number, that's 4. The 4th Fiji, the 4th ZZ Top member, the 4th Fuji, who me? I fantasize musically when it's suiting me. It's wild as the 80s, 90s, and thousands. How it was sick, how did it slip? Now it's just Doshi, Dot, and Scissor with most powerful hits. Leon Thomas, Shabuzi with the country rap, only black artists on top of
Doja, Dot, and SZA. It's funny because there was this whole controversy with Nas's first King Disease and the track Black something. I forgot what it was, but he was just all like something black opposite of Doja Cat. But and he said like it wasn't like this like super diss, but there was all that stuff going on. So it's interesting for him to kind of run it back, play that back, and we'll go back and then give her props. You know what I mean? And that's dope. That's dope. I wonder if there's gonna be the same, you know, noise that was made with him bigging her up versus the slide sneak diss, if you would say that. And that's dope. Giving the props to the fact that you got both SZA and K-Dot, like that's straight up TD up in that joint. Could there have been like other artists that is probably under this radar? Who knows? But I think that it's dope that he took this time on this particular track. OG to OGs showing love to the people that are really putting in work. Really put it to work. And I was skating on
when it's suiting me. It's wild as the 80s, 90s, and thousands. How it was sick, how did it slip? Now it's just Doshi, Dot, and Scissor with most powerful hits. Leon Thomas, Shabuzi with the country rap, only black artists on top of the charts. Something's whack, run it back. Not only loving, only black, don't start with that. The problem hatched, probably with NAFTA back in 99. In fact, what's Nas deprived from getting diamond plaques? He cries, it's out about it, never, he just runs it back.
Okay, everyone, I know your heartbeat is running fast.
It's wild as the 80s.
Because he's just all like, hey, I ain't get, hit for this. I'm just like, I don't cry about it. I just run it back, son. But it was like a part of the verse I was like, he was really getting
90s and thousands, how it was sick, how did it slip? Now it's just Doshi, Dot, and Scissor with most powerful hits. Leon Thomas, Shabuzi with the country rap, only black artists on top of the charts. Something's whack, run it back. Not only loving.
Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah, these are not singles. These are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase, all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So
only black, don't start with that. The problem hatched, probably with NAFTA back in 99. In fact,
he was just all like, oh, you only love black, don't start with that. And it's interesting because those would be certain criticisms, that artists, especially black artists, get it's like, of course we know that there's other races that listen to our music, but it seems like anytime we get to a point of just being like, all right, let me bring awareness to it because maybe we feel like there's not enough light to that. They've been like, well, what about the other people? Da, 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 da. That's why I had to run it back. Yeah, that's why I had to bring the verse back because I had heard that and I was just making sure that I heard that.
Nas deprived from getting diamond plaques. He cries, it's out about it, never. He just runs it back.
Okay, everyone, I know your heartbeat is running fast after running it back, so let's slow it down. Take a deep breath in. Now. Take a deep breath out. Is that
Run it back.
weed smoke I'm smelling?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
That
let's
smells good.
prepare to take our mind to the next song. Salute, salutary, and salutations. And don't forget the vocalization.
This was dope. This was dope. Everybody, I like how this was almost like a little, just a little journey. Like, not this full-fledged journey, but everyone's verses was kind of like this aspect into hip hop, like the essence of it. You know what I mean? And it was this track is dope. This track is dope. And it's cool that again the OGs are still putting out tracks, still putting out albums, still having something impactful to say because of course there is going to be a different not necessarily train of thought. There's going to be a certain accumulated wisdom. And I think sometimes, I don't know if it's because a lot of our older OGs don't make it to this point and or they retire and just like never pick up a mic again. And it's just like I feel like those are some people with some really dope insight that if you do it in a dope way like this, it doesn't sound preachy. It's just dopeness, you know. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. This was fire flames. This was fire freaking flames. But hey, this was the composition of MC that writes fiction back at it with another reaction. Make sure you like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 10K. Make sure to check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.